Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Let's take a look at the numbers for Jalen Brunson.
And, guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the one spot. And for the Knicks, we've got Jalen Brunson. Towns is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Hart in at the two-guard spot. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule. Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
Now, here's Suggs. Deep two from Wagner. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Now here's Brunson. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Jumps up and finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Brunson against Suggs. Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Towns. To the paint. Here's Hart. Out to Bridges. Knocks down the three ball. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
So for New York, their last game, a win against Chicago. Here is Carter. Fires the three. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Towns. New York moving the ball around. And Brunson, here we go. A three-pointer is right on target.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Suggs passes to Carter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Brunson. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
We did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Here's Brunson. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
first free throw is good.
Well, since being selected first overall back in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been such an incredible force for his career, averaging a double-double, someone you can build around.
And Towns drops them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Take a look at the Knicks, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's the Magic, 2.5 games back.
And seeing where the Magic are, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
That's good from Carter.
Well, more of a classic big guy. Wendell Carter Jr. is at his best inside the paint, mixing it up with guys on either end of the floor.
Now, here's Bridges. 5 points in the game. Towns against Carter. Clock at 6. Hart finds Brunson. And the Knicks miss again.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Carter dishes to Caldwell Pope. Suggs against Anunoby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one goes on Anunoby.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And 74%, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
That one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Here's Hart. Sinks the three-pointer. Hart's got his second basket of the night.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Suggs with the ball. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Wagner on the wing. Brunson against Suggs. Carter with a screen on Brunson. Suggs passes to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
The purpose of the pick and roll is to create a shot for someone. Suggs recognized that this time that someone wasn't him.
Pass to Towns. New York moving the ball around. Anunoby outside. Here's Bridges. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now, here's Wagner. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, he's just so strong on the glass. This guy, Carter, has the capability of being a double-double guy.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Back to Brunson. And Hart has it in the corner. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Knicks. The Magic in second.
Great teamwork and great schemes at both ends of the floor. You're seeing that from each of these clubs, and this is what defense is all about.
Pass to Suggs. Carter with it. Wagner outside. From outside, off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
It seems odd to say, given that they won that pretty easily, but really they did not look especially strong in that game.
Well, the good teams take their lessons even in wins. They'd like to build on that game and put forth a more complete effort this time around.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. It's deflected. Suggs with the steal. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Brunson. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wagner with it. Robinson picks him up. Suggs. It's rebounded by Towns. New York's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range so far in the first. Brunson against Caldwell-Pope. Bridges left side. 6 to shoot. Outside, Towns. And the Knicks miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Back to Wagner. Banchero outside. No good on the triple.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
That one falls for Brunson.
In one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
The Magic making a switch here. Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Anthony Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. He hits both from the strike.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this positioning.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Trailing by 2. Outside, Towns. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Orlando's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Anthony against Brunson. Takes a step back. Here's Black. Wagner as screen on Bridges. Kicks it out to Wagner. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Anunoby.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Towns the screen. In the corner, it's Bridges. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Orlando leading. Here's Black. Bridges with some nice defense. For New York, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Anunoby kicks to Robinson. It's tipped. Brunson against Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Orlando?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
For the Knicks, Wright is checked in for OG Anunoby, and Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 4. Now McBride. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Shot clock at 6. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns.
He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Hits the three-point bomb.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
And it's the Magic with the ball. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Wagner. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Magic lead by 3. The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. McBride finds Wright. Inside, here's Bridges. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And Wagner has it in the corner. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Wright. Pass to Robinson. Here's McBride. Rebounded by Isaac.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Black, no good. Knicks trail by 3. In the corner, right with it. Launches a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
41 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Anthony. Defended by McBride. To the inside. Here's Wagner. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. He had a nice open look right there.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a three-point game. Over in the corner, McBride. Here's Robinson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Magic lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that. And there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very difficult. We've got Mikal Bridges. DeJuan Wright is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Robinson, and it's Achua in at the 4 slot. They're the group New York will start the second with. Here's Black, guarded by Wright. Wagner against Robinson. Anthony looking it over. Back to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. And Carroll passes to Wagner. That one doesn't go. So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Basket good.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges, continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside Anthony. Pass to Wagner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and he's solid at the stripe. It's the physicality of Wagner that makes him so good.
And New York making a change here. Hart's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Now, here's Achua. He's covered by Banchero. Hart the pass to McBride. 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Bridges kicks to Achua. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Black, defended by Hart. Outside Anthony. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. 4th, the Magic.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Anthony. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks with the lead. Here's McBride. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Magic have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA, thanks. The Magic trail by 4. Isaac outside. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, the process was good. A solid look inside. Sometimes the basketball just doesn't go in.
McBride passes to Hart. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 17 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
First free throw is good. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Towns sets the pick for Hart. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Well, that's one way to try to slow Cat down inside.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
The first one falls.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
And the Magic making a change here. Black's checked in. The Magic trail by 4. Banchero outside. The Magic again can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the paint, Isaac with the steal. Fires from 18. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 6.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Towns a screen on Suggs. And Hart has it in the corner. Now Suggs pushing it up. No one to stop him. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
So it's the Knicks now. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Hart finds Bridges. New York moving the ball around. And again, Orlando running the court in transition. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Bridges passes to McBride. And here is Hart. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 12 points for him.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
It's always a good sign when Banchero is hitting the three. He's working to become more consistent out there.
McBride with the ball. Robinson a screen on Suggs. Driving in. Hart wide open. He fires. And another three for New York.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Carter. From past the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Outside Robinson. Now McBride. Six to shoot. Unloads from 13. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Here's Isaac. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact and still finish with a difficult shot.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. Orlando also making some changes. Wagner comes in for Banchero. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Black. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Suggs kicks to Isaac. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And here's Wagner. He had 22 points in the win against Utah.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
Carter with a screen on Brunson. Suggs passes to Carter. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Magic have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Miles McBride. And a switcher also for Orlando. Wagner's checked in. Now here's Brunson. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Bulls in Chicago. Ooh, the quick Jalen Brunson.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
Orlando trailing here. Pass to Suggs. Hard against Wagner. Here is Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Magic have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. Fourth, the Magic.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Pass to Suggs. Stolen by Brunson. By himself. Finishes the break with a slam.
And the active hands pay off for Brunson as he turns a steal into an easy deuce.
The Magic trail by 5. Caldwell Pope outside. Magic moving the ball around. It's good. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside
in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, Brunson. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Wagner with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Outside Robinson. Right against Caldwell-Pope. Here's Towns. Orlando grabs the miss. 1:41 left in the first half of basketball. Wagner on the wing. Wagner with a screen for Wagner. Wagner outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Hart. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, things are falling for Carter Jr. in this one, and he is a monolith on the floor when he's rolling like this.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. A different look for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Wright. Here's Brunson. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Bridges sets the screen for Brunson. It's tipped. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good from Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Caldwell-Pope isn't a guy that shoots a ton of free throws, but he makes them count.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Wagner. Brunson against Suggs. There's the triple. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Anunoby with the screen for Towns. Anunoby passes to Towns. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Suggs against Brunson. Suggs kicks to Wagner. 4 seconds left. He can't hit that time.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
What a performance from Josh Hart. He has been the story for the Knicks. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step and separate himself from the pack. And talking about our game involving the Magic, not a lot of separation here at the half.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. The Magic trail by 4. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Carter in at the center.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
And here are the Knicks now. And here's Brunson. Back to Towns. Clock at 6. Bridges finds Anunoby. Over Carter. Banchero grabs the board.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Knocked loose. Anunoby. Bucket is good. Anunoby's got his first points of the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Anunoby. Brunson outside. And Hart has it in the corner. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
A moment to check out Jalen Brunson. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging 21 points per game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Stolen by Brunson. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Brunson. 12 points for Mikal Bridges. The Magic trail by 5. Now, here's Suggs. He's got 7. Banchero finds Suggs. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Wagner. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Hart. From outside, off the mark. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Well, over the course of the last 10 games, These big men have been the NBA's best at the charity stripe. Karl Anthony Towns, fourth.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
Yeah, what a luxury for the coaches. They can trust their bigs to make free throws. That takes a load of stress away.
Suggs against Brunson. Trying to end the drought. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Suggs against Brunson. Up top, Anunoby. On the wing, Bridges. Back to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Wagner. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
And you know, Suggs seems to be shooting it with more confidence now, especially from deep.
Towns, a screen on Suggs. Brunson with it, picked up by Banchero. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Over Suggs. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Wagner. Banchero with the ball. Defended by Bridges. Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Hart. It falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists now in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Knicks?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They lead by 1. In the corner, it's Bridges. Connects from 3-point range. Bridges has got 15 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Carter. Down low. Banchero outside. Just 4 to shoot. Yes, that goes in. 16 points for him.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Inside. And the dunk by Towns. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Caldwell Pope with a screen for Wagner. Caldwell Pope outside. Carter for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. And a switcher also for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Good on the second free throw. The Magic trail by 5. Now Wagner. On the wing, Isaac. Back to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Franz Wagner.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges. And so here's Orlando. They trail by 7. Isaac outside. Back to Suggs. Pass to Isaac. Three-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Anunoby outside. Now here's Towns. New York moving the ball around. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. The free throw drops for Towns. And so it's New York with it, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And it's Banchero missing. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Brunson. Here's Bridges. Pass to Robinson. Towns for 3. Great defense that time from Banchero. Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Carter with a screen on Towns. Banchero passes to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, look, everyone likes a flush. Carter Jr. showing his force.
For New York, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Thompson with it. Picked up by Suggs. Robinson against Carter. Now here's Towns. Guarded closer. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. And it's Anthony Black in for Banchero. The Magic trail by 6. Suggs looking around. Down low. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Bridges outside. Out in his own on the break.
Well, you got to credit the quick thinking on that play from Wagner, seeing a chance to grab the steal and swiping it.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Achua, he's checked in for New York. Miles McBride comes in for OG Anunoby. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. A 2-point game. Pass to McBride. And here is Bridges. He's defended by Wagner. 6 to shoot. Achua finds McBride. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Anthony with it. Brunson picks him up. Here's Wagner. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Brunson, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Pass to McBride. Wagner against Brunson. It's tipped. And now Orlando on the break, pushing it up. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. The end of drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. Bridges has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Orlando with the ball, trailing by 4. Anthony, the pass to Isaac. Now Wagner, defended by Bridges. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. Takes the 3, bangs home the trifecta. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, from range, Anthony can be pretty consistent, so you really have to keep an eye on him out there.
41 seconds left to play in the third. Achua in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. Here's Wagner. And finish off by Wagner.
Yeah, that's a great decision by Wagner. Quickly getting it to the open man.
New York's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Bridges a screen on Anthony. Brunson kicks to Bridges. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, you know, at 6'10", Wagner brings a lot of versatility to the court with his scoring, passing, and ability to defend multiple positions.
Outside Anthony, tries to the hoop, goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
and giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Magic out in front. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Towns is out there with Robinson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Wright in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wright outside. That 3 off the mark. Magic leading by 4. Isaac right side. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Knicks trail by 7. McBride passes to Towns. Back to McBride. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anthony finds Isaac. And here's Banchero. Wagner a screen on Hart. Here's Banchero. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Free throw good, McBride. No good on the second free throw. Back in 2022, the number 1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Banchero, that's good.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And so here is New York. 11-point game. Wright looking around. Pass to McBride. Towns a screen on Banchero. Hart the pass to Towns. And the shot is good.
Yeah, and at 7 feet tall, Towns is a major threat inside. The defense has to guard him better than that.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. To the middle, trying to find Wagner, gets it to him.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David. Towns sets the pick for Wright. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Suggs passes to Banchero. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Anthony. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Wright. Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Relentless effort from Towns inside. Powering through the contact.
Here's Suggs. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Banchero. Defended by Hart. Lob pass to Wagner. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a textbook setup for Wagner. The big man just has to meet the pass in the air and put it in the bucket.
Knicks trail by 9. McBride with the ball. On Spaz Robinson. McBride passes to Wright. No good on the triple. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Isaac. And that one goes long.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
And that one's good. Towns. Here's Anthony. Banchero outside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Banchero's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, defensively, they just look lost in the second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
Pass to Hart. Towns, a screen on Banchero. Outside, Towns. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Anunoby, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for Wright, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Isaac with a screen for Banchero. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trail by 10. And here is Hart. Robinson finds Brunson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
And the first one at the line is good. And New York making a change here. Achua's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Franz Wagner in for Cole Anthony. And both free throws good for Brunson. Now, here's Wagner. Wagner outside. Wagner passes to Carter. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Brunson. Bridges outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Orlando with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Wagner passes to Carter. It's deflected. Now Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
And that one misses. Towns, he's checked in for Achua. And a switcher also for Orlando. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Wagner. He hits the second from the line. Magic leading by 6. Wagner with it. Here's Suggs. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Suggs. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing here by 8. At the top of the key, Towns. Towns is double. From deep, Brunson. Anunoby has the open look. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 9 assists now tonight. Magic leading by 5. Suggs dishes to Carter. Magic moving the ball around. Wagner kicks to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Carter. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Anunoby's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, usually you want to foul a 7-footer, but not Towns. He's excellent at the line.
And the first one drops. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. And Towns drops them both. Orlando leading by 3. And here is Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Brunson. Rebound by the Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points. Caldwell Pope with it. Bridges covering. To the middle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings your playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Suggs finds Banchero. Misses the 3. For New York, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th, and even 50%. Brunson, the bounce pass. Bridges against Wagner. Here's Hart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. Here are the Magic now. Now, here's Wagner. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Bridges passes to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Wagner. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. And the Magic lead by 2.
Well, no surprise. Wagner is becoming a guy they can go to in big spots.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Well, Orlando shooting 43% from the field. Anunoby sends it back. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Anunoby against Isaac. Here's Carter. Kicks it out to Banchero. Another shot. Pass to Wagner. Here's Isaac. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Brunson with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Here's Suggs. Now, here's Banchero. Defended by Bridges. A fader. And there's Banchero on the assist from Suggs. And that's now 24 points for Paolo Banchero. Towns a screen on Suggs. Here's Brunson. Good! Brunson gets through the contact.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Here's Suggs. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Banchero. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Banchero's got 10 points in the quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Pass to Hart to take the lead. That ball's nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Banchero against Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And all eyes on Banchero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Down low, here's Towns over Carter. Rebound by the Magic. It's tipped. Here's Towns. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Anunoby. They get it again.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
The Magic shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Banchero inside. He's against Bridges.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Pass to Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Knocks down the 3.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Hart the pass to Brunson. Brunson takes off to the paint. Here's Towns. Cans it to force overtime.
Gets the big-time shot to fall, folks, and now we're headed to OT.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Now, Brunson. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges out there with Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Brunson in at the 1.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Let's find out the news on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. David, what's the update?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Magic. Oh, that is not what you want to see, and it sounds like it's a serious injury. But he's not letting it slow him down out there, and he's going to give it a shot. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Orlando leading. Caldwell-Pope outside. Anunoby against Banchero. Carter with a screen on Anunoby. Bounce pass from Banchero. Anunoby against Suggs. They grab their own miss. Out to Bridges. And count it from 19 feet away. Bridges has got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Back to Suggs. Over Brunson. Drops it in from 11 feet. And the Magic lead by 2.
And when you look at Suggs' numbers, here's a guy who has really improved his shooting.
Brunson against Suggs. Pass to Hart. On the wing, Bridges. 5 to shoot. Towns with it. Here's Brunson. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Suggs. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Free throw drops for Suggs. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. Here's Brunson. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Magic leading by 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Brunson against Suggs. Bridges kicks to Brunson. New York, no good that time either.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
New York's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Oh, Banchero earns his points there. If he has to get them at the line, then that's what he is more than willing to do.
And he is unable to get the second one. Knicks trail by 8. Brunson outside. And stolen by Wagner. And then Carter with the dunk.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Gray, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Just under 3.5 minutes played in the extra period here. And Hart has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Magic leading by 10. Suggs passes to Carter. Suggs against Bridges. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Clock at 4 for 3. Caldwell Pope sinks the triple. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Magic.
And I guess they waited for overtime to break out the big guns. It's not even close in this extra period.
And funny that after 4 quarters of really looking like this was a pick'em game, overtime was a complete beatdown. I can't say that I saw that coming.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And, guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Paolo Banchero.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Carter, the pass to Suggs. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Robinson finds Anunoby. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Offensive rebound.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire. But give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, we present the player of the game, Paolo Banchero.